Hello and welcome everybody to this huge celebration of sporting knowledge and excellence. It's time to meet the teams in the second of our semi-finals. First up, the fine young team from St. George's College, Mussoorie. They had a fairly comfortable win in their preliminary. They scored 75 points. They're represented by Ashish Mishra and Ayush Rastogi. Let's welcome St. George's College, Mussoorie. The second team to enter the stage is Chinmaya, Vidyalaya, Kannamaly, Kochi. They remained in contention throughout their preliminary. They got 75 against some very good competition. It's time to welcome Dinoy, Dennis and Krishna Happy Kadathanad from the Chinmaya, Vidyalaya, Kannamaly, Kochi. Come along. Good to see. Happy, smiling faces all around. We've got one more team to look at. The final team in the second semi-final round is a team from Mumbai. The Dhirubhai Ambani International School, they were very comfortable in their prelims. They scored 125. They're represented today by Shashwat Sanjay Singh and Vedant Bora. Dhirubhai Ambani International School, Mumbai. St. George's. Is there a sense of anticipation now within you all? You've crossed one hurdle and you've done really well to cross that hurdle. Now, is there a sense one more and we are going to be there, or are you completely relaxed?
Relaxed and excited.
And I hope it is that way because that's your best chance of going through. So wish you well, St. George's, Mussoorie. Now, Chinmaya Vidyalaya, did that first round go exactly as you thought it would?
Yeah, we were a bit tensed, but it went out well. We didn't expect to win, but still we won. I hope that the same would happen today too.
Let's go on to Dhirubhai Ambani, Mumbai. What was that routine all about, guys?
It's just a pre-rehearsed and a routine. We thought it would be really great, coming in confident and ready to win, ready to go and represent our school.
Do us that routine again. Let's take a look at it. Come on. The semi-finalists are looking sharp. We've got another set there. Their eyes are set on this fabulous trophy and also on the wonderful mega prize, where all three finalists are big dreamers of this contest. They're in for a hearty reward, a reward that'll make their dream of watching their favorite sport live come true. Can it get better than that? It's an all-expenses-paid trip sponsored by Dream Set Go. World where your dreams of watching any leading sporting event live is tailored into an unforgettable experience. It all starts now. We are getting into CITIUS. It's a 7x7 square. There's a letter maze. 5 names to guess for 5 points each. The names could be arranged left to right or top to bottom. First names, last names. There could be sports persons, just sporting terms as well, all linked to a theme. Now, if you get all 5 correct, you also get 5 points as bonus, but you can earn another 10-point bonus if you answer the connection question right. Remember, that bonus question, that connection question, can also pass on to the other teams if the assigned team fails to answer it. Of course, there's no negative points in this round. That's one of the reasons why, with good teams, this tends to be a very high-scoring round. So, we're into CITIUS. Let's get onto the grid with our first team today, St. George's, Mussoorie. Let's see what we've got for you. Participating nations at the Copa America.
Bolivia, Uruguay,
Ecuador,
Going very quickly, okay?
Uruguay,
Brazil, Ecuador, Chile.
And you got them all with 19 seconds left on the clock. That was wonderfully done. You're going so fast. I'm looking down at my little tablet here. I'm looking on that screen. Let's see if you can get the bonus question. Which of these countries has never won the Copa America title?
Bolivia,
Question passes. Who went first? Chinmaya Vidyalaya.
Ecuador.
Yes, Ecuador. What a good answer, Chinmaya Vidyalaya. It was indeed Ecuador. So you get the bonus points for yourself. And what that means is you're now ready to answer questions of your own. And let's see what we've got for you on the grid. Women's 100-meter Olympic athletes. Right, what have you got? Fraser?
Ash.
Rudolph, good answer, 2.
Ashford.
Ashford, 3.
Soli?
3. You got 3, but because you picked up bonus points, you still got 15 there. There were 2 others. Joyner, Florence Griffith Joyner. And I want to see the look on your face when you discover the 5th one that you did not get. P.T. Usha. Not too far from where your school is, P.T. Usha. But doesn't matter. You've still got the option of picking up bonus points. Here is your bonus question. Which of them has never won an Olympic medal in the 100 meters?
P.T. Usha.
Of course, P.T. Usha. Well done. Chinmaya Vidyalaya gets some points there. And now we can go to Dhirubhai Ambani, Mumbai. Let's see what topic you get. Indian sporting franchises.
Yodha,
Yodha 1,
Dabang.
Dabang 2,
Titans,
Titans 3,
Blitz,
Blitz 4,
Galant. Galant. Galant.
no. We've got time still.
Paltan.
Got it in the nick of time. Shashwat got it in the nick of time. It was indeed the Puneri Paltan. Now let's see if you can get the connecting question. That'll be a fabulous clean sweep. Great way to start. Here is your question. Which of these teams is not in the Pro Kabaddi League?
Chennai Blitz.
And they are in?
Not sure, but at least
Doesn't matter. Chennai Blitz is what I was looking for. Well done. They did very well in the preliminaries. They've started very well here. The answer, of course, was Chennai Blitz, which is a team in the Prime Volleyball League. So there you go. You've got yourself 40 points, and we have got ourselves a very good start. Here is what the scoreboard looks like. St. George's, Mussoorie on 30 points. It's not a bad way to start. You're up and running already. Chinmaya Vidyalaya pinched a few points, struggled a little bit with their own. They're on 35 points. And Dhirubhai Ambani, even though they blitzed their round, they're only 5 points ahead. That's what CITIUS does to you. It tests your speed. There's lots of points on offer. And at this stage, there's just 5 points between each of these teams. What it means is we've got everything to play for as we get into our next round, which tests the depth of knowledge that these teams have in sport. That's when we'll get into ALTIUS. That's after the break. Identify this legend. Welcome back to this semi-final of the Ultimate Sports Quiz 2022. It's time to move on. Let's play ALTIUS. 6 subjects on display in a grid from which these teams have to choose one. Then each subject has 3 questions under it. Questions are worth 5 points, 10 points, or 20 points. The team trailing at the end of round 1 is the team that picks the subject first. 5 points, there's no negative. You pick a 10-pointer, there's 5 negative associated with it. You pick a 20-pointer, there's 10 negatives. That's, of course, in case of an incorrect answer, in which case questions will pass to the other 2 teams on the buzzer. Should they, however, choose not to answer the question that's come to them, the question will pass, but they will get no negative points. The teams that then hit the buzzer, they have a +10, -5, or a +20, -10 situation. We're going to start with St. George's, Mussoorie. Let's see what we have on the grid for you today. You got famous battles, track and field, stadia and arenas, basketball legends, Indian Premier League finals, Indian football abroad.
Indian Premier League finals.
5, 10 or 20?
5.
Okay, here's your question. 2009 IPL final was played on which ground that had hosted 2 ICC World Cup finals in 2003 and 2007?
Wankhede.
Question
Wankhede.
passes. Right, who went first? Dhirubhai Ambani.
the Wanderers.
It is the
Johannesburg.
Wanderers. Good answer, Dhirubhai Ambani. The Wanderers in Johannesburg, the 2003 final, such a big moment in Indian sports history. The 2000 T20 final, also such a big moment. And then the 2009, because of the elections in India, the IPL had to be moved there. Okay, St. George's, Mussoorie, you didn't lose anything. That's a consolation. Let's go to Chinmaya Vidyalaya, Kochi, and let's see what you are going to select from this grid. Right, what are you going with?
Indian Premier League finals. 10.
Okay. Here is your question. When the Chennai Super Kings faced Mumbai Indians in the 2019 IPL final, which Indian internationals became the first brothers to play against each other in an IPL final?
Deepak Chahar and Rahul Chahar.
Is excellent. Chinmaya Vidyalaya Kochi, Deepak Chahar, of course, from the Chennai Super Kings, Rahul Chahar playing for the Mumbai Indians. Well done, Chinmaya Vidyalaya. It's time to move on now to Dhirubhai Ambani International School, Mumbai. Right.
Basketball legends, 10 points.
Okay. Here is your question. It's a video. Take a look at it, and then we'll have a question for you. Originally named Irvin, what is the popular name that this LA Lakers legend is known by since he was a wizard with the basketball? The answer is...
Magic Johnson.
It is indeed Magic Johnson. And I'm interested you went with 10 because you were tied on points. If you got it wrong, you'd have slipped under, but you backed yourself. The answer, of course, is the legendary Magic Johnson. You follow basketball? Do you watch a bit?
I do follow basketball a lot.
Only Jordan or Johnson as well?
I prefer Jordan because of his clutchness and his intensity.
And also because of the showbiz and everything associated with Michael Jordan. Doesn't matter, you've got yourself 10 points. Let's move on to St. George's, Mussoorie. What's your choice?
Basketball legends.
Basketball legends. What's your choice?
5.
You'll go 5. Take a look at the video like we had with the previous question. Take a look. The question is, in 2021, which star set the NBA record for most career three-pointers, surpassing Ray Allen? St. George's, Mussoorie.
Stephen Curry.
It had to be, didn't it? Stephen Curry. Yes, indeed. Stephen Curry. Well done. St. George's, Mussoorie. You got yourself your 5 points. You've got up to 35. Let's go to Chinmaya Vidyalaya, Kochi.
Track and field.
Track and field, okay.
10.
Okay, 10 points. Take a look at this photograph. You'll have a question based on it. Set in February 1993 in Donetsk, Ukraine, he held the pole vault indoor world record for almost 21 years. Identify this legend.
Sergei Bubka.
Oh, they got it just in time. They got it as I was about to move. Sergei Bubka. You spent a lot of time thinking what all the names that are rolling along in your head.
Yeah.
Right, it's time to go across to Dhirubhai Ambani International School, Mumbai. Here's a grid for you to choose from. And your choice is?
Stadium Arenas, 5 Marco.
Okay. Okay, here's your question. Which stadium hosted the 1966 World Cup final as well as the 2020 Euro finals? You had to wait for me to finish the question, didn't you? You know the answer already. It is?
Of course, it's the legendary Wembley Stadium.
It is the Wembley Stadium. Well done. Well done, Dhirubhai Ambani. It is indeed Wembley. Let's take a look at the scoreboard and see where we stand. Okay, St. George's, Mussoorie, you did make a move. 35 points. There's loads of points to be made in the next round. Chinmaya Vidyalaya, very tactical use of the 10-pointer. You got it just in time, so you're on 55. And Dhirubhai Ambani International School from Mumbai, very happy to stay in the lead with just a 5-pointer. They are on 16. So still anybody's game going into our last round. But before we go into that last round, we always have a question for you. 9 meters long and 2 feet wide, cloth called mawashi, worn by the players. It's an integral part of which combat sport? You've got some time to think it over because we're going into a break. And when we come back from the break, these 3 wonderful teams will play Forties. What a round that is. That's after the break. Two questions, and the lead might be unassailable. Everyone's heart's pounding here. I'm sure you're biting your fingernails sitting at home as well. Let's go into the last question today. Welcome back one final time to this wonderful semi-final. And as you wait for these three teams to lock into combat and fight for little points here and there, let's give you the answer to the audience question we had. This is what it was. It's 9 meters long, it's 2 feet wide, it's a cloth called mawashi, and it's worn by players. It's an integral part of which combat sport? And the moment you saw how wide and how long it was, it just had to be sumo wrestling. So I hope you got that as well. Now you can sit back and see how it all unfolds, because we're going into Forties. The rules, very simple. One team member has to step aside, sit on the bench while the other plays. The team captains will decide which of the two will end up playing. 10 points for a correct answer, -5 for a wrong one. After 5 questions, though, the captains can opt for a substitution and swap players. So there you are. Remember, this is for a place in the final. The moment you get into the final, you get access to all the prizes, including that one that you get to go to a sporting event of your choice, a live sporting event. It couldn't get better. It all is going to happen here. So if you're ready, let's ask the teams who's playing and who isn't. Ayush from St. George's, Mussoorie.
I'm playing.
Ayush is playing, so Ashish, just hang in there. Chinmaya, Vidyalaya, Kochi, Dinoy and Krishna.
I'm playing.
Dinoy, you're playing?
Yeah.
Okay, so Krishna will head off, and Shashwat and Vedant.
Shashwat is playing.
Okay, Shashwat is playing. So Vedant, Krishna, Ashish, you've got some place for you there, if you could head off. There's not a lot separating them. There'll be a few tense faces. It's not just these three here who'll be under the scanner, but the three sitting over there at the moment, relatively helpless. St. George's, Chinmaya, Vidyalaya, Dhirubhai, Ambani. Breathe, relax, and if you're ready, we'll get into Forties. Here we go. Here is question number 1. Which European city is scheduled to host the 2024 Summer Olympics? First on the buzzer, Chinmaya, Vidyalaya, Kochi.
Paris.
Paris it is. Chinmaya, Vidyalaya pick up their 10 points, and as a result, they just get into the lead. 5 points over Dhirubhai, Ambani, Mumbai. That's how it's going to be. Up and down, up and down. Let's get into question number 2. Which country that's never played a Cricket World Cup final won gold in that sport at the 1998 Commonwealth Games in Kuala Lumpur? Nobody's gone for it, so the scoreboard will remain static. Okay, question passes. Any of you three over there?
Ireland. Ireland.
Not Ireland. The answer was South Africa. Okay, so we've still got 65, 60, 35. St. George's, Mussoorie. You need to make a move. Chinmaya, Vidyalaya, you're in the lead. Dhirubhai, Ambani just under. This is question number 3. Who achieved international fame at the 1936 Summer Olympics in Berlin by winning 4 gold medals? Dhirubhai, Ambani went for it. The answer is?
Jesse Owens.
It is Jesse Owens. It is. Let me complete the question. Who achieved international fame at the 1936 Summer Olympics in Berlin by winning 4 gold medals in track and field events, including the 100-meter sprint? The answer was Jesse Owens. Now you are ahead, Dhirubhai, Ambani International School, by 5 points. 7 questions left. Let's go into number 4. Since 2020, the Dakar Rally has been held in which Asian nation? Nobody is going for it. Any of you sitting on the bench?
Japan.
No, it is Saudi Arabia. Let's go into question number 5. Which Australian fast bowler is the brother of high jumper Brandon, who won gold in the 2018 Commonwealth Games? Dhirubhai, Ambani.
Bradley.
Question passes. Chinmaya, Vidyalaya, are you going to go for it? St. George's, Mussoorie, are you going to go for it? They don't, and that means Dhirubhai, Ambani International School, you lose 5 points on that one. The scores come back to level again. The name of the high jumper was Brandon Stark. The Australian fast bowler, therefore, was?
Mitchell Stark.
Mitchell Stark. Okay, we've come to the end of 5 questions in this round. And this is the point at which teams can say, we want to make a change, or they could say, we want to stay on. What are you going to do? Ayush, you're going back? Okay, Ashish coming in for St. George's, Mussoorie. 5 questions, 50 points at stake. Potentially 25 can get eroded. Here's question number 6. The opening and closing ceremonies of the 2010 Commonwealth Games were held at which stadium? Dhirubhai Ambani.
The stadium in Delhi, like Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium, Delhi, Indoor Stadium, Delhi.
You took your time getting there. You took your time. You went all around. It was at Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium in Delhi. Dhirubhai Ambani International School pick up a very, very valuable 10 points. They go up to 75 to Chinmaya Vidyalaya 65. Here is question number 7. At the 2011 French Open, Li Na became the first player from which Asian country to win a Grand Slam singles title? Dhirubhai Ambani International School.
Taiwan.
No, Dhirubhai Ambani. Question passes. Chinmaya Vidyalaya not going for it. St. George's, Mussoorie are not going for it. Any one of you? Li Na was from China. Geographically almost there, but on a quiz, a huge distance separating that. So you lose 5, but you're still in the lead with 5 points, 3 questions left. This is question number 8. 2007 is the only Rugby World Cup in which the 3-time champions failed to reach the semi-finals. Which team are we talking about? St. George's, Mussoorie.
New Zealand.
Yes, indeed. St. George's, Mussoorie, just reminding us it was the All Blacks, New Zealand. You pick up 10 points as well. And let's see, with 2 questions left, you're 45, 65 and 70. If you hit both those, you're still in contention, provided you get a carryover that Dhirubhai Ambani get wrong. But so much to play. 2 questions. Here we go with question number 9. Everyone's heart's pounding here. I'm sure you're biting your fingernails sitting at home as well. These are only young school children, remember? In 1951, which city hosted the first ever Asian Games? 1951. Yes, Dhirubhai Ambani.
Delhi.
Delhi it was. Yes, it was Delhi. Delhi is your good luck charm, isn't it? You get all the answers right when the answer is Delhi. We've only got 1 question left and the lead might be unassailable. Let's go into the last question today. The Olympic gold-winning US gymnast. Who is this 5-time Olympic gold medal winning gymnast that Bart Connor is married to? Chinmaya Vidyalaya
Nadia Comaneci.
is indeed the right answer. You're so good, Chinmaya Vidyalaya from Kochi. Nadia Comaneci it was. So you end on a winning note. But what a round of Forties we've had today. Once again, the lead fluctuating, some pluses, some minuses, and it came down to just that much. Before we take a look at the final scoreboard, can we get the 3 of you to come back and join your teammates? Some happy faces, some not so happy, but that's the way it goes in a contest that's basically pretty short, and therefore every question tends to have far greater value. Let's lead into the final leaderboard then. Here we go. St. George's, Mussoorie, well played. St. George's, Mussoorie, 45 points. You did well to get there. 75 points. Chinmaya Vidyalaya, Kochi, you are in there right till the end. It literally was like a World Cup final. It came down to the second last ball. And I'm very, very proud of the way you've performed here. You were outstanding. I look forward to seeing you achieve far more success in the years ahead. Dinoy, Krishna, very, very well done. But our winners today, the Dhirubhai Ambani International School, represented by Shashwat and Vedant. I just thought for a moment, very briefly, Shashwat, that you were getting a little nervous. Vedant was sitting up there chewing his nails, but you did very well to win. You won by the skin of your teeth, but you're there eventually. Dhirubhai Ambani International School are today's champions. That means we've got 2 finalists identified. We've got just 1 more to go. So do watch out to check the lineup of the first final of the Ultimate Sports Quiz 2022. What a contest we've had today.